I will let the game go in a minute. It's just, it kind of runs the opening on its own. I gotta type up the tweet. Alright.
Not too long ago, Zoombinis enjoyed the good life.
I think it's a little loud. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Almost right now.
Though they all looked slightly different. Different eyes, noses, hair, feet.
That feels better.
Such differences meant nothing to the Zoombinis.
Zoombinis, yes. These lads right here.
And so they lived happily on Zoombini Isle, making small, useful products which were prized the world over. The Zoombinis had a sense of fulfillment and inner peace, not to mention healthy bank accounts.
Their productivity and
Then one
commitment to
day,
capitalism.
who should show up but the bloke?
Means. I know this opening way too well,
The
guys.
blokes offered to help the Zoombinis grow their businesses.
Hey, you can't trust other capitalists,
And
though.
their trade routes, and improve their quality of life. Being trusting sorts, the Zoombinis agree.
Being idiots.
But before long, the bloats had taken over everything. Stealing profits.
Got Hitler's bloats,
canceling
guys.
holidays, piling on work. The Zoombinis were getting pretty stressed out. Well, you can push them only so far before they take matters into their own
You can
hands.
imprison them for only so long.
So they decided to escape and build a new home in a distant land.
Well, no, see, the Zoombinis are themselves part of the capitalist class, so it's really just capitalists v. capitalists. Alright, enter my name. Let's enter my name. That's my name. Alright, so, I actually chose a completely different game about half an hour before 1 o'clock, so 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, half 1. My brain's a little frazzled today. Takes about an hour to download that game. Actually, I think it's still downloading right now. It's about halfway done. So that'll be next week. So, I had a really hard time trying to figure out what I wanted to stream today. I've been having a hard time the last week. Honestly, it's part of why I threw myself into my, Coco cross-stitch keychain. If you saw that on Twitter, I made that in 2 days, which is a really fast turnaround even for me. You kind of have one of those weeks where I don't really feel like doing anything. So I was like, fuck it. What do I have right now that I would be cool playing? And I was like, Zoombinis. I love the Zoombinis game. I played this a lot as a kid. Their names are... Smeebo! No, I have to go back to Smeebo, no! Oh, I went past the best name. Why? I mean, Negleggy seems pretty alright. That's Negleggy. So in the original game, you actually made Zoombinis in pairs. So this is the remake, that you can get. Now, I had the original game, I still have the original game, in fact, I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere, on CD. And, yeah, Yeah, I played the crap out of that game as a kid. There were some puzzles that definitely were too difficult for me as a small child, but I played a lot of edutainment games. My mom got us a lot of them, and we got like basically every Zoombinis game, every Dr. Brain game, stuff like that. But in this remake, everyone has to be unique instead of you getting like 2 of each, so depending on what route you want to go, you either want to have them pretty similar or you want to have them pretty different. If you have them all very unique, the boat craft in the second section is really difficult. If you have them all very similar, the fleams is a little difficult. So, yeah, you seem cool. Generally speaking, I tend to put like 3 features in, like take 4, change a feature, and grab a bunch more. Ideally, you want to try and have like counts like 2, 3, and 4 to make some of them a bit easier later on. But I'm not for the thinking today, so I'm just gonna kind of scatter shot a bunch of this. You know, at the very start of the game, it's very, very easy. So I don't need to worry too much about what kind of feature I have. I believe it's 16. Well, we'll see when I can't make any more. Yeah, you gotta min-max your Zoombinis. Okay, yep, the arrows here. Yep, 16 Zoombinis. We're trying to get them from one end of the map to the other. They're not safe at the moment. We gotta get them to safety. So, if I go to the map, I will lose all of my Zoombinis. I think it warns you. Let's just go ahead for now. I'll look at the map when we get to the first campsite.
After days
Bird.
tossed about by a stormy sea,
Oh, there it goes.
the Zoombinis reach the shore of a
Crab.
peculiar land.
I think that's a crab. Yeah, that's a crab. Alright, on to puzzle 1. So you can actually watch all... Well, actually, no, it does skip you. In the original, you actually could watch all 16 of them go along. We're at the allergic cliff, so, I feel like when I was a child, I didn't quite figure out this puzzle, because it's actually, a little strange. Let's just put someone up. Yep, yep. Are these pegs here? These are the amount of chances we have before the bridge falls in. So, these cliffs... I think when I was a kid, I thought it was a bit like the puzzle that's coming up next, which is like, certain features go on certain bridges, but what it... And it's technically that, but what it really is, this bridge is allergic to in easy mode, it's one of these features. Or it could be allergic to all but one. It's a little strange. Let me put this one up here and see what happens. Yeah, it might be the hair, the glasses, the purple nose. You kind of want to just change one feature and try and figure out what this cliff is allergic to. Basically, there's a feature on it it doesn't like. Rather than having a feature that it loves, it's a feature that it hates. So... Any more purple noses? Do I have just the one purple nose? No, I have 2. Alright, let's try. Okay. Might be sunglasses then. Yeah, the feature that hates. You can also queue up more than one, only one goes across at a time. If you queue up, you cannot take them back, so don't be too aggressive with that. It looks like it's... Oh! Oh no! Okay. Interesting. They will always be able to go over the other bridge. That's weird. I was thinking it was... There's the eye, but I guess I guess it only likes the springs? By the way, this stage you can actually continue on. By the way, this is lit up. As soon as you have one Zombini across, you can keep going, but you kind of want to, you know, save all of them. Yeah, it looks like it's the springs. So it's probably this cliff is allergic to springs, and this cliff is now allergic to everything but springs. That's how it works. It's kind of hard to get your head around. The next puzzle is actually significantly easier because it's, like, about features they, Which is the next puzzle, like, allergic ones, too? It's kind of hard.
You got them all through! Good for you!
And of course, then it becomes like 2 features, and it gets really weird.
Rules, so do proceed with
You do kind of like your Zoombinis being similar, so you can try and shove them right down the same path. Alright, do you like that puzzle, but more so?
They're back!
What do you mean we're back?
More of those little pebbles.
What do you mean more? This is the first time we've been through here. Weirdos? Alright, so there are 2 sets of guardians. The first ones are these ones. These are actually the second one, so they have to pass 2 checks in order to get to safety. You have not infinite tries, but you have a lot of tries. Let's put this one there. Nope. Okay, so she doesn't like it. He's fine with it.
Not this side.
But we have no info on this. They got booted at the first game.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't mind that one. Try that, but with a spring.
Go on!
Yep. Try a different nose color.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, doesn't mind the different nose.
Enjoy yourself.
They make noises! Alright, let's try this.
Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself.
Let's try the different hair.
Step right up.
Yeah, he likes everything, actually, I guess.
Step right up.
Alright. Yep. Yeah, this is noises, the video game, for sure. I wonder if it's all glasses here. Alright, let's put the, By the way, it can be features you don't even have. Which is kind of how you get them all grouped in one, if there's, like, features that you've, you know, left behind. Like, I haven't changed much in terms of the hair and stuff, and the eyes are only 2, so...
Enjoy yourself.
I actually only got
Enjoy yourself.
split between 2 instead of split between all 4, although, you know, don't count them chickens yet.
Okay, by me.
Hello. How fortunate for Zoombinis
So
that
fortunate.
you are their guide.
Alright,
Quite
we're
well.
approaching my favorite one.
And so our brave travelers continue on through this dusty wasteland until they meet Arno, the almost omnivorous, one very hungry pizza troll.
I say stuff from this one. They're not fleas.
Whatever you are.
Make me a pizza. So, a lot of the pizza stuff ones are in my, just, vocabulary. Pizza for breakfast. Pizza party. All that good. So,
More!
the pizza ones are actually pretty easy, even when it gets hard. Anything he doesn't like will get tossed in here. Anything he likes will go up there. You have to make him a pizza with all the toppings he likes. The easiest way to do that is just to, show him each topping individually.
Something must go!
Since I know it's pineapple, I could just, like, have pineapple plus this, but, like... At this level, it doesn't matter. Yeah, make me a pizza is absolutely a childhood nostalgia phrase for me.
More toppings!
I think the single target thing is actually, like, I could just be adding them, but later on once there's more than one pizza troll, So it's better to do them individually. But it would actually be faster if I just had them all in here. But I'm so used to the...
Something on that I don't like.
I'm so used to the later ones. By the way, when you're running out of chances, he bops your Zombini. So if he bops you, next time you get it wrong, he will hit you. And you'll lose one of your Zombinis. That's how you lose Zombinis in this one.
Thank you, thank
He whacks them away. But yeah, in the early one, you have more than enough chances to just do each ingredient individually and then move on. Alright.
You got them all through. Good for you.
Another habit is I like to count them to make sure I've gotten them all through. Cause I have left a Zombini behind accidentally, not in this phase, but in the one coming up. First campsite, let's go.
Hold on. What's this? A campsite with hot soup all ready to eat? Looks like a fine place for Zoombinis to relax. But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
Yes, so the thing is that you can have less than 16. If you lose a Zombini in the first puzzle of 3, you can keep going. But when you get to this campsite, each, checkpoint here, you need 16. Yeah, pizza for breakfast. Pizza with tea. Alright, so yeah, we can actually see the end point, but we're now at the first one. I guess there's a practice mode that will show us. So there's the bayou, deep dark forest, and then the final one is Mountains of Despair, and there's the end point. Haven't heard any Achievos yet. Yep, one. Yeah, I need those captions on. Actually, should have put those on earlier. Sorry about that. I kind of just booted this up at 2 o'clock. Which is why it's a bit haphazard. But let's put those captions on. I do not like Catfication, by the way. I don't like the upwards path. I prefer the downwards path. We're going the downwards path. I have done it. There's a specific one on the upwards path I don't like, the lily pads. I'm not very good. The lily pads are fine early on. Late on, they're too difficult for me. I'm not very good at doing them quickly. So I prefer the bottom path, but I have actually beaten this game completely, by the way. A year or two ago. I played through it all. I did every single thing on very, very hard, the top difficulty. Got all the Chivos, got all the Zoombinis through the end, and it was good shit. So, this one at this stage is pretty easy. The Fleems match your Zoombinis, essentially, and we've got to try and get the 3 that are on the branch to come off. And at this stage, I believe hair matches hair, eyes, nose, and feet. Later on, they will actually change. First it'll sort of mix and match, and then later on it gets really fucky. So for now, they are all this haircut, the long hair with the cap. Only 3 ponytails and the pink ones. For the feet, there are 2 of these shoes. There are 6 overall. Zoombinis were twins in the original, and they absolutely did suck for this puzzle because you have a limited number of chances. We'll see this when we actually put someone in. And you would pick the wrong twin every time, by the way. But I still preferred it to going up to the lily pads because this is the first puzzle. So losing this puzzle isn't the worst thing because you just start. The lily pads being the second puzzle sucked. I hate the lily pads very much. We'll see the lily pads because I'll go the other path. But, alright, what was I thinking? So there's 6 feet. Yeah, I've gotten 2 6s. So I believe that's the springs and the walking. Alright, so then we have the nose. So this... Okay, this blue nose is unique, I think. So how many unique noses? I didn't think I had any. One over there, I just not see her. Oh, yeah, there's one here. Alright, didn't see him because it blended in. There's just two, so, that's red, I think? No, okay. Oh, wrong eyes! Duh. Okay, so feet is this. Red is the green. What's... Yep, there we go. Then it's either the blue or the green nose. Or... One, two, tons of green. So I think it's green because there's a ton of little purple noses. Okay, so you only have limited numbers that you can fit on this branch. I feel like it's 6, and then they start to fall off the branch. So, if you just keep adding, you can't just keep adding until you get them all. You will start to lose Zoombinis. So that's just this, but with feet. So here we go. In the original game, they would actually move on the branch before they jumped off, so you would know if you got it right away. In this one, they don't move, which is kind of funny. Let's move onwards.
Hurry, Zoombinis! Hula, the forest's foremost, and perhaps only, band leader is about to begin rehearsals. She'll be closing the hotel for the night, so scamper into a room.
Alright, room time.
Yes?
This one can also get annoying
I'll be right down.
in the final stages.
Make yourself
Here is
cozy.
pretty easy.
Just when I was starting
Welcome.
rehearsal.
You're
Oh.
just in time for tomorrow's concerto. Help yourselves to a room. I got rehearsal. Go ahead, find yourselves a room.
Alright, so it's picked one feature that you have to separate people by. So again, we'll just try and put them in the same room. It's not feet. Alright, let's try... After we put these in, let's try nose color. Nope, that's fine. Right, let's try eyes. Yep. Okay, so it dumps them if you try to put them in a room that doesn't fit. So. Now we know it's eyes, we can just shove them all in this room and wait for them to very slowly go in. Yeah, eye separation. There's 5 because there's 5 different kinds of eyes and stuff. The later on versions of this puzzle, of course, get more difficult. You start separating them. They actually have more rooms. You see, this is quite big, so you get like a 5x5 grid. And then it gets even harder by some. You have a 5x5 grid, but some of the rooms are crossed out.
Hey!
So you can end up
cool.
screwing
A
yourself if
place
you put
for
yourself in a really
everyone
bad
and
position,
everyone in
or
a
if you
place.
put too many unique features in. Because then you have to do more rooms, and the more rooms you have to put in, the more likely it is you're going to come across a crapped out room that you can't put someone in. Alright, this is another one of my favorite puzzles coming up. I like this puzzle a lot.
Strike the targets one and all, and watch for a pattern on Mudball Wall.
Alright, mud ball wall. So, we have Zoombinis on here. We have, you know what, 5x5 for grid, mud ball wall. Let's try the pink circle. Okay, that hit. That's pretty good. So when you get it right, you launch them. So, this could, in this easy one, the color determines either column or row, and the shape determines the opposite. So let's try pink star. Okay. So pink is this column. Pink diamond. Ooh, okay. Striking out, but... Striking out very badly. Got it. Alright. Okay, since we've got 2 here, let's keep on the triangle and see if we can't hit the rows. You do only have a limited amount of mud, so figure out the pattern quick. Alright. Blue. Wow! Wow, I struck out extremely badly. Alright, we're good. Got the full pattern now. Hopefully we have enough mud. I feel like at this early stage, I probably... I struck out real hard there. Right. Blue star. So the patterns get harder, but they're always a pattern. And so I really like this one. My brain kind of looks for those kind of patterns. Shoot everyone up this wall. Where I love logic. It's the logical journey of the Zoombinis. I love this shit. Alright, yep, green square, and then the last one is red diamond. We're good, we're good. You have plenty in the early stages. Oh no, there's one there as well, but that's fine, I have plenty. But yeah, in the later stages, you end up with, if you just make a few bad guesses while trying to find your pattern, you can end up just not having enough mud, once you figure out the pattern. But done star instead of triangle, I actually would have hit both of them. That would have been fun. Yeah, you can see with the bad hits I took, I am running pretty lean. It can be quite hard. This is one where I tend to count. It can be quite hard because one is hidden.
Good for you.
I did get them all through, so let's go. It's quite easy to accidentally leave someone behind or lose someone in the fleeing house section. So I have gotten through all the way through and then found I had 15 instead of 16 when, oh shit. Then you have to do some weird shit to get up to 16. In this version of the game,
Indeed. Another relaxing.
I love this narrator so much, by the way, guys.
For Zoombinis, and they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
I love this guy. I love him. He's so good. So we start off with 400. I believe that neatly divides by 16, but I will just check. Yeah, it does. In the original game, the number of Zoombinis you had did not neatly divide by 16, by the way. So you had to do some really weird shit at some point in order to... You had to, like, lose specific amounts of Zoombinis in order to get, like, 16. There's 16 at the end to play with. The original game was nuts. Alright, well, I feel like no reason to delay. Let's head to the final section. Yeah, I know. It had... I don't remember exactly how many it had, but it had a weird number.
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange carvings left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
Alright, so, again, this is, bit limit order. So this is Noah's color. For the easy levels, he shows you the clue. He also get, like, later on he will get, like, more features you have to put in order, and later on it will also either partly show you carvings, or show you no carvings at all, and you have to figure out the order. For this one, it does not matter. Any other feature doesn't matter. I just have to... do I? Oh. No, I just have 2 purples. See how, what difficulty I managed to get this. Like, the entire game, too, because I feel like you have to beat the puzzles more than once. I don't know. Or maybe you don't with only 25, but...
You did it! You saved them all!
Sure did. Alright, so there are actually pips on this chain where if you get it wrong, it then closes this grate, and you can't put any more Zoombinis on here. Okay,
Use
so,
the filters to change the Zoombinis' reflection.
last time I played
It
this
will
puzzle
give them
could break,
crystal
by the
learning
way.
protection.
So we'll see how it goes. This broken me a few times when I played through it a couple of years ago. Alright, so in the easy form, it's just, mix and match. I think we just one at a time, huh? Yeah. Later on, it'll start being pairs, and that's when it gets weird. In the original game, of course, it was pairs, and you put the same pair if you had it, but in this one, I don't. So just, no, I don't have that. That one? This is, like, pretty easy. Later on, we'll start having to do silly things with this. We get, like, features. You won't get an exact match here. You have to make a match, so... But, it can be a little buggy, I've found in this version. Sometimes this crystal doesn't rise properly. And sometimes it doesn't show you the features properly. I also had a hard time when you get, like, slots we can put in here, and sometimes they get stuck. So, if we get to that stage, that's gonna be interesting. It was really in the very hard and very, very hard stages that became a problem. Otherwise, it's just kinda, right. You have to do this 16 times, so... That one... I do like to go slow, I just like to, you know, make sure we're correct. As I have messed that up before. And probably will again. That one. Yeah, this game like starts off very, you know, pretty easy, and then, you know, takes the puzzles and then ramps them up in difficulty. Some of these puzzles get very, very, difficult. And very, very hard. Like, the next puzzle in particular, extremely baffled, me and my brothers as kids. How to do it without losing anybody. Like, in the very, very hard mode, there can even be, like, timing aspects to it, which were very difficult for kid us to figure out. And also... counting stuff. Alright. This is the logical journey, not the factual journey. The logical journey is the one that I remember the most. What I played the most as a kid. I don't think as a kid I ever got all the Zoombinis through, though. I mean, there were actually a hell of a lot of them in the original version. I can't remember exactly how many Zoombinis you had to get through, but it was a lot. Alright, final one. Do this. Always, I like to count them. I like to count and make sure.
Search first for traps. So easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across.
But we are going to somewhere in particular. We'll see it after this puzzle. So, this puzzle is definitely, I think, the most difficult one in the game, probably. The lily pad is quite difficult for me because I'm bad when the crabs get involved. But this one is kind of rough. So let me take you through it. So when we put a Zombini on here, a bubble will blow up and they'll go along this grid. And these are whirlpools that suck your Zombinis down. You do not want them to go. So yeah, when this gets to very, very hard, it is an absolute shit kicker, and so it involves a lot of these. Okay, so these switches actually turn when you like go over them. So if I send someone over it, it will actually go to the right. So it kind of alternates every time you put a Zombini in it. So yeah, we're gonna have to be careful with our springs. Luckily, our yeah, we're gonna have to alternate here because the when it's up like this, yeah. Okay, can't put any of the green noses here, so I'm gonna just put the green nose. One thing to be aware of for later difficulties is if Zoombinis bump into each other, their bubbles burst and they die. So it can be, you do have to put Zoombinis on the grid at the same time. In the later puzzles, don't fuck up the timing. Yeah, every green nose has to go up here because they can't go in this one. It's brutal. Yeah, they fall into the abyss and they end up back at the campsite. They don't die. As far as we know, anyway. Alright, so there's no reason for me not to put them all in because they're not crossing each other, so. And since I can't put green noses this way, I might as well just send them all up. Just make sure I just grab the green noses. And then I like to separate them out by the features that matter once I have them. Alright, so it looks like I went 4 and 4. Which is good. So 4 non-shoes. Okay, so the first time when it goes through, they'll go up. It has to be a non, it'll probably be not that one, this one. So we'll see how this works. So it should go up. And you see when it crosses over this switch, it'll flip it. Yep, so they'll go in the direction it was, and then flip it to the other direction. So because this is not feet, it should just go up. And this is where it's be careful, because if I put someone in here and they went across here at the exact wrong time, it would bump into that one going down, and they would both die. So next we want one of the feet, because they all have to go through when it's the spring. And this is safe. And I can put a spring now because they're about to. It's really this one is like really long, so I kind of have to be careful. There's 2 crossover points, so I'm just gonna play it pretty safe. Wait until it's over here before I put the foot in. I have rushed these puzzles before, and then, yeah. These get more complicated by adding more stuff on the grid, and then different types of switches. And even hold patterns, which get really weird. So, as a kid, I always felt when they were grabbed and held, they were just stuck, and so I was never sure how you actually won. when they were held, but if we get to see that, you can always, there is always a way to get all 16 Zoombinis across. It is never unwinnable, it can just be that the winning, thing is kind of difficult to see. Do-do-do. That's the correct number of Zoombinis. Alright, next one is a feetsies. We'll wait until it comes around. Oh wow, you play this as a speed game. That's pretty impressive. I would not be able to play this as a speed game. Okay, so although technically the skater can go either path, we want to send him this way because, if we flip the switch, if we don't flip, if we don't flip the switch, the legs will die. Ew. Nice, very cool. But yeah, you can definitely, like, there's definitely ways for your groups to be, like, useful, especially, like, the two branching paths, as I said before at the start, like, there, some branching paths, some puzzles are really, like, you want to be matching, some puzzles you really don't want them to be matching, so it depends which way you're going. Of course, it was even weirder in the original version when you had twins. You don't want to press this early, by the way, because you will abandon them. They're not over.
Well done!
Yeah. Alright. Twins are not allowed in this version. In this version, every Zoombini has to be unique. In the original version, you got 2 of each type of Zoombini.
Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zoombinis!
Oh, you can make 2 each time but not in the same batch. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what it is. Yeah, in the original game, you could put them in the same batch. Alright, so this is, Zoombiniville. Alright, schoolhouse salutes the Zoombinis who did not lag in Lion's Lair, solved the secrets in the mirror machine, and flew above Bubble Wonder Abyss when the traveling was not so easy. I know, Zoombinisville! So you get, buildings for doing each one, you have to get everyone across. You have to get all 16 across in, the 4 different difficulties. So this clock tower is constructed with Zoominis who ambled past allergic cliffs, cruise on by stone-cold caves, and appease Arno, the almost omnivorous. So there are 4 different areas, and then we're gonna get various buildings. Miss Minerals rocked onto the Zoominis who flushed to finicky fleams, and Hotel Dementia had pleasant dreams and catapulted cleanly over a ball. Oh, so yeah, as we can actually, like, pick them up. As we get more Zoombinis here, it will fill up. Let me... Oh. I need to blacklist that. Set words. Alright, get more fireworks. Alright, so yeah, the map tells you how many you have in each area. So we still have 384 at home. We have 0 at the campsite, which is good. It really sucks when you've left one behind and you're like, oh shit. Because you didn't count right. And we have 16 in Zoombinisville. So the journey is to get from here over to Zoombinisville and get all of them over. I'm not gonna get all of them over. I'm just playing this for today because I couldn't think of a stream name. So, let's see some lads. Here we go, more lads. Oh, we didn't have any yellow noses. Let's do that. So yeah, yeah, you can have the Yeah, it's two the same but not in the same batch. And it's strange that they made that change, but I'm not gonna question it. I see some different eyes. Yeah. Lads. I haven't seen the wheels yet, because I didn't need the wheels. Yes, the movement sounds is definitely, I know, I remember those little skating noises. I couldn't get the original to work. And the reason why I got the remake in the first place was because I still have the original CD, but no compatibility mode would make it work, on my laptop. I mean, that's probably just a result of it, you know, being a disc. Like a literal physical disc. There's always, like, weirdness when it comes to that. Yeah, I, like, tried that. Didn't work. I don't know if I mean, my CD is... 25? Oh god, 26 years old? I mean, I've had this game since it came out in, like, 96. It's an old-ass disc. It's got some scratches on it. Am I done now? Oh, I'm done. Okay. I was like, why can't I pick one? Yeah. That's done. Alright, let's go on. Go on with more lads.
After days tossed about by a
I still love that
stormy
bird, and
sea,
I love this
the
crab.
Zoombinis reached
I mean, I
the
love
shore
him.
of a
Look how round he is.
peculiar land.
I'm glad it still has, like, the original voice lines, which of course are, like, the thing I remember the most. Well, I guess let's pick a lad and let's go. Right? How about this lad? Don't mind him, alright. Very good crab. Okay, let's try these eyes. Fair enough. These eyes? Yeah, kinda go out of the wheelhouse now, because kind of done the most similar ones. Alright. Okay. I guess that's either the eyes or the wheels. I have no real way of knowing. Alright, let's try this lad up here then. Didn't mind those eyes. Okay. It's the wheels, there we go. Of course, it might actually be the boots, because they were all boots. Guess we'll see in a second. Still have, chances before the bridge collapses. Okay, yep. Serene likes boots. Got it. I guess really the thing is, like, this one rejects the boot. It's, like I said, it's a little hard to... about them rejecting a feature rather than liking a feature. It's fun. It comes out the same, but once you get to higher difficulties, if you think about it as liking a feature, it gets more difficult to actually figure it out.
These stone guards have their rules, so do proceed with skill. Zoombinis one guard won't allow, the other guard surely...
Yeah, ripping the files from CDs is how I played, on stream a bunch of the old point-and-clicks, I've done for Point-and-Click Wednesday. Simon the Sorcerer had to be ripped from the disc, all sorts of things, but, Zoombinis was just one that, despite ripping it from the disc, I could not get that game to work. Okay, so she doesn't mind him, but he hates him. That's fair. Alright. Nope. No. Try this. Yes, she was fine. She didn't mind him.
One of the chosen few.
Okay, let's try the different hair.
Proceed. Sure. Do go in.
Right. Up.
Proceed. Proceed. You'll do.
Will do. Yeah, knew there had to be some point when they were gonna be like, nah.
Not this side.
Guessing it's the right that way. Ooh, nose.
let you
Okay, it's the nose. Alright, got it. Trundles along very
Kinda
slowly.
slow, ain't ya? Step in.
A little slow.
Step in. Sure. Do go in.
Because again, in this puzzle, you can put, like, people down a weight.
Do go in.
Oh, of course, if you do that, you run the risk of, like, going fast and getting it wrong.
Oh my, you've done
You can't grab them once they're
exceptionally
waiting.
well.
You've done quite well. How delightful.
Okay, the narrator said I did exceptionally
And
well,
so
lady,
our
so,
brave
like, come
travelers
on.
continue
You giving me a
on through
quite?
this dusty
I did
wasteland
awesome.
Until they meet Arno. the
Arno,
almost
Arno,
omnivorous,
Arno,
one
Arno.
very hungry pizza troll.
Fleens? You're not fleens.
Sure, I'm not fleens. Alright, I have to close the curtain, so I'll be back in a second.
Huh. Whatever you are, make me a pizza.
There's a point right around 3 o'clock where the sun starts shining directly on me. I will make him a pizza. So it's pineapples, peppers, pepperoni? What's pepperoni? Mushrooms and cheese, so... Because he's very simple, he has ingredients he likes and ingredients he doesn't.
More stuff.
Or stuff. When there's more than one pizza troll, none of them like the same ingredients.
The
Perfect pizza, there you go. So, when there is more than one, it's like, there will not be two of them who like cheese. They separate all the ingredients between them. So, alright. Alright. Onwards we go. And yeah, this can be like fast or slow depending on how many ingredients. Oh, they love trays. They love eating the trays. Yeah, how many ingredients you have to go through before you make the pizza. So you can like one ingredient. I'm not entirely sure how many ingredients you can go up to. Yeah, very, very hard is actually easier because all the ingredients must be used.
What's this? A campsite with
Alright, we're gonna go up the way. I don't like the upwards path. It's actually fine at this stage. Admittedly, it's, the lily pads on the higher difficulties is what gets me.
They'll need a group of 16 along the path.
So, on easy, it's fine. It's when you get to very hard and very, very hard that, I hate the lily pads.
Zoombinis must have something in common with their neighbors.
Everyone ready to see the frog?
Captain Cajun's family.
Frog sucks, man. The frog can be... No, the frog is... I wonder if he's not always winnable, depending on what set of creatures you have. I'm not entirely sure.
Welcome to the boat.
He can be
Now hurry yourselves
pretty
up and
nasty.
find your
So,
seat.
the thing about this is you have him on the boat. So if you put... I don't know if I actually... I have two people who are not at all alike, right? I think I have at least two. Doesn't really care.
Crabs alive.
If he does not like it, when you have people next to each other that don't share a feature. Doesn't matter what feature that is,
sure.
as long as they share a feature. In harder difficulties, these grids, it starts being a grid rather than just a line, and so it can get really tricky, especially if your Zoombinis are not very alike.
There you go, you got it.
Yeah, so the arrangements get really hard. They get very grid-like. Yeah, no, he claims not to mind where I sit, and then he gets really mad. What a jerk. Since we now all have the same eyes, which is why, like, this puzzle is easier if your Zoombinis are, quite alike.
There you go, you got it.
Especially in the harder difficulties where they have to be, like, share a feature with more than one. Well, this is like to share a feature with two, but you know what I mean, like it ends up being, like, 3 or 4. This puzzle is just fine. It's the next one upcoming that I don't like.
Color, flower, and lily pad shape too may be the keys that get them through.
So this one's not going to be too bad in this difficulty. But ultimately what you have to do is you have frogs, and these frogs will take Zoombinis across as long as they actually have a path. So it can be color, it can be lily pad shape, or design shape. So like this is like a this is that diamond over here. This is a flower. So yeah, it's big information overload, and later on it gets tough because right now we have paths. There are paths. There are enough paths to get everyone across. In a later one, you get a wand that you can use to swap. So you have to actually, like, make paths for them. That wand runs out of juice, so if you run out of juice before you made enough paths, you screw yourself. The real problem comes in when the crabs come in. So in very hard difficulties, up here at the top, crabs start to come down, your lily pads, and they come down according to their own shapes. So if they have a path, they go down through, they go at the end. If they get stuck, they kind of go back and forth along the path. They can block your Zoombinis, they can block the frogs. They eventually just pile up. I can't deal with the crabs because I can't find paths fast enough. And if you run out of wand and crabs are in the way, it just gets harder the further along you go. Alright, so let's just pick a path. So this blue one goes all the way across. You can see that there. Each frog can go across the pond twice, by the way. So you need a total of eight frogs to get across. What happens is it'll go across, it'll go here, then it'll jump back across. There's yellow, so we can put yellow, that's a full path, and then I believe this dark blue is a full path. By the way, frogs will hit each other and block each other, which is why I'm going for the colors first, because the colors won't. Other things to be aware of are when you have groups of color together, sometimes the frogs can get a little confused, but that is a pink path all the way through. That. Go back with the teal, back with the yellow. You have to be very careful not to accidentally put them on what's not a path. Yeah, when they take indirect paths, so sometimes it'll get confused and it'll go down a dead end and then come back up, and then go back to the start. Sometimes these lily pads Alright, the color is generally the easiest one because it's the most immediately obvious. It's the easiest one to see on the lily pads. The lily pad shape is the hardest one and the one I hate looking for the most. So we'll see. I do think I see a diamond path, although it is nasty. It's, this path here has this path, but if it goes down here, red. Last 3. I know. Yeah, the lily pads are different shapes. There are shapes on the lily pads. It's a mess. And I think I'm gonna have to look at lily pad shape, which is the one I hate. Yeah, it's not too bad until, in the later modes there's a time limit of those crabs are bearing down on you. I tend to cheat by clicking out of the game, because when you click out of the game it pauses, and then look. It still doesn't help because those crabs just mess you up so bad, especially at the top, because they come from top down. So anything that's a top path gets fucked real fast. Anyway, let me just make sure this diamond path is good. Yeah, there's a full diamond path. By the way, once you put a frog on, if it gets stuck, you're done. You cannot, like, grab a frog from on the path. If you've trapped a Zoombini in lily pad hell, there we go, there's what I see about it going off the path, because I want it to go down here. And instead it's gone up there. I hope it will figure out there is a path down here. Oh, I hate that. Or it doesn't look like there's an X path or a flower path. Yeah, it's a lot. So I'm looking for the lily pad shape now, and this is where it sucks, because I'm really bad at seeing lily pad shape. Okay, this one, maybe? So a significant start. Up to there. And here, and then here, and then here. Oh, just across here. No, we get stuck there. Oh. And there. Oh, it goes down here, though. Let me put that diamond back on the path, which... here... Yeah, there is a path. Unfortunately, cross-sects with the diamond path, so I'm gonna have to hold off. Yeah, if you can find it 10 long, it's gonna complete, yeah. At least at this stage, later on when you can actually change them, there tends to be like 1 or 2 breaks in the path. Alright, so I found one, which is this, this shape. Well, I mean, when you get the wand, that's when things get weird. Because the fairy comes in and explicitly fucks up your paths. Alright, where... Oh, he has gone weird places, huh? Oh, the jerk. Okay, I think it's this one. Probably. At least you know if they're on different lily pads, they won't cross each other and get weird that way, but I think that's it, and then I just have to put him on again, and that should, send them all through. But I hate the lily pad one. My eyes glaze over at this. There's a lot of info to take in when you have a time limit, and the crabs are coming down, and they're messing with your path, and just generally being jerks. I don't like it. I feel like most of the other puzzles in this game don't have a time limit. They have, like, as long as you can... It doesn't matter how long it takes you, if you can logic it out, you can get it. The lily pads is one of those that has an actual time limit, and on harder difficulties anyway. And I don't like it as much because of that. And not on that side, let me just do a quick... I'm not very good at puzzles that have time limits. They stress me out. Hexes.
Stone hexes, if they can
I
make
feel like even the puzzle, even the bubble one, sorry, it does have some timing elements, but it doesn't have a time limit as such. I don't think it's as bad as the lily pad for me in terms of like stress. Alright, so here, we've got to get them all up, so we've got to, you know, we're gonna mix and match. So I'm just gonna shove in because there's no reason not to. Yes, yeah, for sure, for sure. The bubble one can actually be very, the sound's not great on this one. I don't like this puzzle either entirely because of that sound effect, yeah. But yeah, the bubbles, if you miss the timing or if you slightly miscount or all that stuff in hard mode, it being the final one sucks because the mirror one has glitched on me in this version of the game several times. And getting through the mirror one, which takes long and can glitch out, only to just slightly mess up on the bubble one and have to do it all over again. Yeah, I've felt that pain.
Indeed. Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for
I love this line way too much.
And they'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey.
Oh, is the mirror puzzle stuff been fixed now? The mirrors are stuck in the field still? Yeah, it was like a couple of years ago when I played through this remake, and the mirror thing was awful. Not in very easy mode, so let's just get to it. Oh, hello. Clicked in there. I mean, now it'll appear. I can't remember how many times you have to play through an area before it changes. Is it 3?
Everywhere.
Wow. So the difficulty of these puzzles goes up automatically, by the way. Once you play them a certain number of times, it will go up to the next difficulty. I just don't remember exactly how many. If it's 3? Like it must be 3. Yeah, 3 full clears of the set of 3, yeah. They do have to be full clears, I think, like the getting all 16 through. So technically, if you can game it by, you know, like failing, like taking just 15 through, but... So I think maybe if you take 15, it still gets hard. And it's like, haha, fuck you, you still cleared? Alright, onwards. Off. I leave that lion looking down at me, what a jerk. At least this was really fast. Oh! By the way, if you get a Zombini wrong, the lion puts it in the right place. He doesn't actually throw him away, he actually sips it. We might see that on a harder difficulty. Yeah, just because if someone says harder, is it easier to keep the puzzles easy? Yeah. Like faster, yeah. Definitely interesting. Iteration. Oh, this puzzle is so slow and easy, but yeah, failed on purpose. Yes, you do make a... I mean, I'm on very easy, so that line is easy in general, because he doesn't hide anything from you at this stage. It's just a matter of, like, putting them in the order of each chest. No fail plus... Yeah, it's, definitely a pretty, good amount of depth to this game. Like, doing it fast is magic to me. The bubble puzzle, especially, I think doing that one fast is awesome. I have to check out, you know, your speedruns at some point, because, like, doing that fast is nuts. But we'll definitely see not so easy today, I think. I don't know if we'll, see any further than that. Yeah, 400 would take a while. Alright. Just one of these people that needs to double check everything. So, like, doing it fast. I was like, is there one? There has to be one that fits. There is never not one that fits on here. Well, I mean, the thing is, with an impossible raft, my guess is if there's no failures, it's, you know, go Yeah, if you encounter a possible raft, you've definitely done that to yourself. And since there's the downward path, if you have a set of Zoombinis for which the raft is, not applicable, you go down to the fleens instead. Come on. Impossible Raft does sound like a latent title. I should convince my husband to make this his next feed game. Alright. Go. That's 1, 2. And
Search first.
I was kidding, I don't think this is his speed, but
Easy to miss.
alright,
To
level
get
1 best, let's go! Alright, this is the exact same layout. They're actually, although actually I don't know exactly how many layouts there are in very, easy. But there's more than one layout for each difficulty, I'm pretty sure. Although they work very similarly. Yeah, all the glasses have to go to the left, because to the right they die. So let's just shove them all through. I don't have to think about them. This isn't... Since we're early on, I don't have to worry about keeping some ones that are safe in order to let others... There's all sorts of considerations you have to make at the higher levels of this bubble puzzle. It's nothing but eyeglass, like anything other than eyeglasses can't go through here because they'll go up into this this world. Die horribly. Only the ones with these glasses get sent to the right. Alright. Yeah, the arrow flipping stuff and the things that hold them, then you have to press the different colored switches and it gets messy. Alright, so, yep, looks like it's eyes. So it's these eyes. And, glasses. Right now it needs to be anything but hip eyes. So, and it should be these, because once it flips. Here, I've got that correct. Oh yeah, Kid Me was, like... The higher level ones, the very, very hard, I'm not going to get to those, but the very, very hard difficulty of Bubble Abyss is absolutely wild. If you haven't seen it, I would absolutely recommend looking it up because... Woo. Alright, now I want one of these eyes. I'm being a little bit, toy with the timing here, but I don't need to be quite so, toy with it. But I don't want to, lose them and have to go back through the last two puzzles. It's really this one, because there's two crossover points, so I can put one in here and it hit here. Right, and it also hits here. So it's safest just to wait the passes. you can exit to the map. If you lose a Zombini, you don't have to keep going. If you exit to the map, you lose all your progress on these puzzles, but you go back to the campsite and try again, essentially. Which, you know, is a huge time loss, the biggest penalty. Yeah, oh yeah, it costs several minutes, yeah. Yeah, if you went back to the campsite, I imagine it would still be valid, but... yeah, just a huge time loss. Yeah, if I clicked on this map now, I'm not going to. You know, it should pop up a warning message, so maybe I'll try it on one of the first puzzles. But it'll be like, if you go to the map now, your Zoombinis will like go back to the previous area.
Well done, O wise and trusted guide.
Onwards! So we will get a new,
Could this be the place
Owls.
we've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zombiniville!
I love this narrator. I've loved him since I was a kid. Alright, we'll get one new building, which is this, the bowling alley. Honors the Zoombinis who calmed Captain Cajun, rode tattooed toads, and knew how to network. So as you get more Zoombinis, they start getting little houses, and you get more trees and stuff. So the town starts to really build up. Oh yeah, someone was having a blast doing the narration for this game. Alright, so that's the entire map uncovered. I think we'll see when we do this first set, it'll turn yellow behind us as we complete this. So it'll go up in difficulty. If I just take a completely random set, that seems fun. I'm down with that. We're still on very, very easy, so like, even at completely random, I imagine it won't be too hard. A cliff sneak, oh god, yeah, takes so long. Alright, that's a random set of lads right there. Let's roll with it. Gonna make this first puzzle much more difficult. But generally speaking, it's just one feature they
Days
hate.
tossed about by a stormy sea, the Zoombinis reach the shore of a peculiar land.
I feel like these first two puzzles are the ones made... well, that and the Captain Cajun are the ones made most difficult by a full set of complete randos. Probably the Lion as well, on really hard difficulties. Oh yeah, I should, So yes, the current party Zoombinis will lose their way if you visit the map now, so you stay with them. So they go back to the previous checkpoint. Hey, leave them sound so cool, just leave them! Leave them to their fate to get lost. Oh, hello. Alright. So, okay. Oh. Alright. I think he only likes the little hair. It's quite easy to lose at the sneezing cliffs, by the way. It can take you quite a few tries to figure, especially in the higher difficulties, to like, yeah, exactly what features they're rejecting. Like every bit of feedback is bringing you closer to the bridge is collapsing. All right, so I think we'll see on the map that it's turning yellow behind us. Hey, I think.
These stone guards
maybe not.
have their rules.
Probably just all turn
so
yellow
who
once I've done all of it.
Skill. Zoombinis one guard.
Yep. One guard won't allow in, blah, blah, blah.
Strange looking bunch.
Yeah, we are a strange looking bunch.
Okay, by me.
Step right up.
Right up?
Have a good time.
Well, why not?
You love having a good time.
Hello.
Sure. You'll do.
Welcome.
Sure.
Step right up. Step right up.
Alright. Yeah, let's go something difficult at once. I felt like I remembered it coloring in behind you.
You'll do.
Welcome.
Eventually we will be putting them in all 4 areas. I get like very easy, it's probably just like
Don't be shy. Welcome.
it just basically splits by the 2.
Job. You've done
Alright,
quite well.
let's go feed
How
Ardo.
delightful.
And so
Fleens? You're not fleens.
Sure, I'm not Fleens.
Huh. Whatever you are, make me a pizza.
A pizza. I just counted. Alright. You like pineapple, Surrey, weirdo.
Something must go.
No, I mean, fair enough. I'm not a pineapple and pizza fan myself. So is that sausage or pepperoni, you think? I'm going back and forth between 2. It's a little too brown to be pepperoni, right?
There's stuff on that I don't like.
I mean, buddy, I'm trying. Sun-dried tomatoes, sausageronis. Yeah, I like both those options.
Come on.
All right.
More stuff.
I mean, I love a good mushroom pizza, honestly. So, you know what? Fair dude. Though these mushrooms look a little undercooked, but...
Oh, my pizza.
That's his pizza. Have a pizza party. Alright, so if I go to the campsite...
done.
Oh, there we go.
You're
Rockstar. Guided 3
adjusting to
groups
the
of 16
trials
Zoombinis
of
through the
the
big, the bad, and the
journey.
hungry when the
Rest
going is
up
not
if you
so
must.
easy.
Push up.
Oh, supposed to be... Oh, right, it goes from not so easy to oh so hard to very hard to very, very hard. I got the categories wrong. This is fine. Yeah, so it goes green to purple to yellow to red. Alright. Enough. Alright, I'm gonna go down the way. Again, I don't like the lily pads. I love Mudball Wall. Ooh. Bubble bubble. I had to mess with the campsite. I mean, just mushroom on pizza. I mean, I prefer no sausage and mushroom, but I'll take a slice that just has mushrooms on it. And cheese. Alright, lure those fleens. I actually really like the fleen puzzle. I like the fleens, I like Mudball Wall. I can take or leave the hotel one. But I really like those two. Alright, I'm grouping them by hair so I can kind of see. Okay. 6 of those, 3 of these, 2. Okay, so it is one of these is that guy. So look at the feet seed next then. That's the only difference. Yeah, fleas get tank shreds and all sorts of cool. Of them. 3 wheels, more than 3 feet. One of these. Alright, so we're looking for a green-nosed feetsies with one. That one or the other one? Let's just throw it. No? This kind of hair, not that feet. These eyes. There we go. When this puzzle gets more difficult, it doesn't always match. It's not always the hair equals the hair, and the feet equals the feet, and all that sort of thing. And I really like the logic of figuring that out. You do only have like 3 bad guesses. I think it's 3. I think you can fit 6 on there. If I'm wrong, it might be like 5. It'd be quite difficult. But I like that one. I like this puzzle. I like the more logic-y ones.
Ula, the forest's foremost, and perhaps.
Alright, so again, this is the easy. We're just gonna have to find out which feature is. I really should have done that one actually. Okay, so it's either hair or eyes. Eyes, I think. Yeah, the fling puzzle you can figure it out, and it's really nice. I really like that one. Like Mudball Wall is similar. Like it's like figuring out the pattern as quickly as possible, and then just implementing it. This puzzle is also a little bit, at the higher stages, more difficult and more random you've gone.
Hey, you're ready to snooze.
I sure am.
A little dream.
I would never. Goodbye.
Strike the targets one and all, and watch for a pattern on Mudball Wall.
Your Tenju's crowded in one room. Ooh, interesting. Ooh, nice. Okay, let's try a red circle. Very nice to hit one right away. Okay, so red is the rose. Go for star, yellow. Oh, there's my infamous hit, missing again. Ah, there we go. Managed to hit everything incorrectly. Nailed it! Woo! Luckily, in this first level, there is more than enough pink, because that's got the 2. And them all go across. Alright, 50-50 now. Alright, I finally did it without having to do every single one this time. So this is square. So later on the pattern gets more complicated than a color is a row and a thingy is a column. It starts doing things like night movement, like this one could be a star, and then this one would be the star. That's the only one remaining. Wait a minute. Once again, do not click that arrow early.
You got them all through.
Kinda,
Good for you.
I kind of like to wait for him, because then I know. So yeah, I like my bow wall a lot, because, like, sometimes you can get screwed in figuring out the pattern, but, like, I like being able to chart out patterns and then being like, ah, it's this one. I really think if the lily pad one didn't have the time limit of the crabs, it wouldn't bother me so much.
Amazing indeed. Another relaxing
Sure is.
campsite
Onward.
waiting
So,
for
the fact that you have 2 middle paths means that they'll always be a bit easier than, of course, they add in the beginning.
Throughout these
Righty. That's the cap. It's a little hard to tell between the cap and the ponytail. That's the cap. That's all the caps. So yeah, if I get it, I haven't actually shown it getting it wrong yet. Let's get it wrong. So if you put someone wrong, it'll put them in a right place. Not always like the right place, as in like this guy could go anywhere along like here. So like he could have been popped up here or here or here, but they popped him up there. So popped at the end, which is pretty. I don't know if there's actually. I wonder if there is a logic to where it puts them. I don't think it's random.
exceptionally well.
Probably isn't random.
Carry on, carry on.
I don't know. I haven't played this enough to know like where the lion likes to put people you get wrong. But yeah, it doesn't put them back out. It does put them in a correct place. That's to help. That's to help you figure out the order once he
Use
stops
the
showing
crystal
carvings.
filters to change the Zoombinis.
I actually don't change the Zoombinis reflection right now. This is gonna get weird because I have such a weird group. Yeah, I feel like it has to be deterministic in some way, but I don't know the ins and outs. That one. I actually like this puzzle when it's not glitching out and at higher levels, because it can get very interesting. Essentially, you have to make the reflections match up. You get like glass windows that show features that you end up having to match up. And it gets very interesting trying to like match them properly. If it wasn't bugs in this version of the game, it would be a lot better. But it's decently bugged, or it was when I played it last, anyway. There has to be one that matches. This one. Sometimes you look and you're just like, where is the one that matches? I don't know. Nope, that's the wrong nose color. You gotta be careful because it's quite easy. Make that kind of mistake. Especially, my brother had the hardest time with this puzzle because he's colorblind. Partially, red-green. So he had a hard time distinguishing between, like, the purple and the red noses and the red and the green noses. So he just really couldn't do this puzzle. I think also the yellow and the green were, like, bad for him. Like, he really just had to make sure he didn't have, like, colored noses that would mess him up. But you can, like, he could tell the difference between, like, the blue and, you know, a red, or a blue and a green, or whatever. So he would just have to make sure that he, didn't make groups of Zoombinis where he didn't know what the nose color was. Alright, let's get back. Alright. That one. Yeah, he just had to be a lot more careful when it came to his Zombini choice. He couldn't just do it random. It's also, you do have to, like, look at them front ways and then look at them sideways, and sometimes, that can kind of mess me up for, like, matching them. When I haven't just done random, I tend to have, like, you know, picked out certain features, so I'm looking for certain features, up here. Because I chose random, it's a little harder. Random is gonna make the bubble one interesting. I just realized. That bubble one's gonna be wild. Yeah, my brother Saber just, like some colors he just literally cannot tell apart. It was really funny when, my grandmother got my mom and my two brothers to paint her brown shed green, and at one point they realized that they couldn't tell where they hadn't painted because all three of them are red-green colorblind. And it was like, maybe I should have been there too as the only not red-green colorblind, kid. Alright, might as well say, I have to send all of the greens, so let's get started on that. The thing is, my brothers were doomed because my mom is red-green colorblind, so they guaranteed to be red-green colorblind. I think my great-granddad was completely colorblind. Okay. Well, I have a lot of reds, which is gonna make this upcoming part interesting. Yeah, if you have both X chromosomes, yeah. I'm just a carrier. Alright, so it's red and yellow. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, just to make sure the yellows. Wait, do I have enough to do this? Wait, that doesn't seem right. I have to flip it, and I don't think I have enough flips to do it. Am I right? I feel like I'm gonna end up with a red at the end who gets dumped. Well, the thing is, I can send these colors up this way to flip it. I think so what I have to do is I can't send a red right now, I have to send a non-red. And then I have to send a red. The problem is that I'm gonna end up with a red left over because I can't then flip it again. So, like, this red will flip it Did they give me an unsolvable one here? Because, like, the greens couldn't go that way because they get dunked. It feels like they should have... Wait, what? They... Like, if they flipped the yellow and the red, it would be fine. Why are they giving me an unsolvable one? I didn't feel like the game could do that. Like, it would be fine if it was the other way around, is the thing. Like, because then I could send a red now, and it would be, like, the opposite way, and I would start on a red and end on a red, but because I have to start on a non-red, but I end on a red, it's a problem. Like, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work out that way. I'm not gonna take the L on the red, because, like, that's really bad for me. Yeah, you can redo your squad at the camp, and that might be what I just end up doing. I might just end up bringing all red noses, and then make an even number of red and green noses so that this doesn't happen again. But man, I can't believe it gave me a... Like, I'm having to look at it being like, surely they can't have given me an impossible puzzle, especially since it's so easy to not have given me an impossible puzzle here. It would be really easy to have not done that to me. I don't know why it did. Well, like, I know I'm right. Because, like, if I send a red nose here, it dies. So, like, I have to send a non-red nose. Yeah, if you just swap the yellow and the red nose, this would be a perfectly solvable puzzle, but... Now that I'm even by 2, you see, I'm boned. Alright, let's show what happens. Let's try and get these two to collide. I don't know if I can. That's a little early? Yeah, a little early. I'm gonna try to get two lads to cross paths. Here, maybe? Early, a little late. Oh, yeah! Dunked them. And yes, if they bump into each other, that's what happens. And if you throw one into a whirlpool, woo! Yeah, it just, if you leave and they go back to the campsite, yeah, it just gave me an impossible one. I didn't realize it could do that. Alright, let's just take all red noses, let's do this. Yeah, don't go full random, I guess. Oh, the lower section didn't level up because I've only done it twice. I just don't want a completely even number of hairs. Alright. Now I can take, like, a green nose. I'll end up with a green nose in here, but hopefully that's alright.
Seems one of the allergic cliffs has built up immunity at last.
There you go.
Now Zoombinis with one of 2 features may pass.
Alright, so yeah, the cliffs get weird. So one cliff is now allergic, to 2 features. So there you go. Alright. Hello, are you allergic to feetsies? Alright. That's fair. They are teeny tiny, and I love them. Zoombinis lads. Oh, oh. Also allergic to skates. Got it.
You did it! You saved them all!
Oh, sure did. Alright. Let's see what the stone walls have for us on, Oh So Hard.
These stones
There we
are
go. It's
heavy
turning
roots,
purple as
so
we
do
do the
keep
new
still.
level. That I
Zoombinis
knew there was a
ones
time
are
when it
most
changed.
The other
Like it was
gods surely will.
part one color.
How, enchanting.
But we're
Welcome.
so enchanting. No?
Nice try.
Oh, rude. Alright.
Well, you're okay.
Oh, oh, yeah, here, final this difficulty.
I'm so sorry.
Alright, so you don't like shoesies, got it.
Go on.
You like wheelsies.
One of the chosen few.
Have a good time.
Huh?
Do go in.
Go on.
Alright, let's try the other
Go
hair.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Certainly. Mm-hmm.
Oh, 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 the eyes. There we go. Whoops.
Bye-bye.
Oh, he's gonna knock this one down too, because I got a little ahead of myself. It's fine. Yeah, Zoombinis. Fine. I got a little ahead of myself, but it's okay.
Hello.
That happens. All right. So the others, I think. Or where this one go?
Hello.
No.
Enjoy yourself. How
Alrighty.
fortunate for
See you later.
See you later. Yes, yes, yes.
When
Trolls,
it comes
trolls,
to
trolls.
These finicky eaters. One troll's poison
I love the
is
pizza
another
one.
troll's pizza.
Pizza for lunch and snack and dinner and
And
dessert.
dessert.
Baby
Would.
satisfy me.
That line read is so weird.
I'm starving.
Alright, so now we have ice creams. So they will not like the same toppings, and I don't believe in this difficulty that every topping has to be used.
More.
Something's wrong.
The remake is very close. The puzzles are essentially the same.
More.
Something's wrong.
So yes, this when we have more than one, you don't want to start like putting toppings you already know, because yeah, like you could add a topping one of them likes and the other one
There's
and they
stuff
don't
on
like,
that I don't like.
and they'll start getting weird about
pizza
oh
makers.
she just wants pineapple on pizza. That's fair. Now we can start. Actually, I'll this is weird because it could just be this he likes. Let's just go to the individual. Yeah, that will make him a pizza. We have more than enough tries to do that on this difficulty.
Come on. More stuff.
Works out the same as if I did these two and then added things, and didn't, so...
More!
Wow, wow, how much do you want, buddy? I wonder if he does have to have all the toppings. Oh, by the way, so you can only see 3 at a time? So I do the ice creams first because it's easier to see the ice creams than it is. You basically blast out the toppings. I guess maybe it is split between the two of them in this difficulty. Yeah, you can see I can see like the tip of that ice cream and the cherry there. Whereas if you've done 2 toppings, they just cover up each other. Okay, so the game doesn't really show you in this one how many tries you have, but in this one what happens is, the penultimate one, he baps your little buddy and he like comes over here, and then if you make a mistake after that, he knocks them away. So this one, it's like, I don't know exactly how many tries you have, but you have until he starts hitting you.
Well done, oh wise and trusted.
The Steam thing came right up over my click to the next thing. He wants a deluxe. He's hardcore.
Challenging.
Alright, I'm gonna like just go down because
You
I'm nearly at 2 hours, and we might see the harder difficulty of the downward one. I guess slightly harder difficulty.
There's no sense leaving it up to chance. Lure the fleas off the tree branch.
I can recite these memories in my head with his exact voice. Alright, so it looks like the green is this. All of them these high heels, which is like it's just okay, once you put a Zoombinis down, you can't pick them up, by the way, so... And if you get too cheeky, you can, screw yourself. In this one, you've got, like, 6 chances to get 3 of them.
You did it! You saved them all!
Oh, my Zoombinis. Click through. Alright, what feature? Beatsies! Got it. Like, once you put a feature like I can't put shoes over here, they all have to go in this room now. Or you could screw yourself quite easily by doing that. Funny. This lady's gonna get a room all herself, cheeky. I don't believe it's always feet. That just seems to have happened. It can be any feature, but it might be choosing feet, for a reason. But I'm sure we've had, like, one where it wasn't. I feel like it was hair on one. Everyone hates feet.
Just look at the time.
Yeah, it's true. The sneezing cliffs hated the feet. Nobody likes the feet in my labs. Time around. Alright, mud ball wall, which gets way more interesting at high levels of difficulty. By the way, I always change it from the default. For shits, really. Let's try triangle. Okay, I struck out, it's fine. Nice. Circle, I've got 50-50 shot here. Change my mind and it's gonna be incorrect, which is gonna be very funny. Ah, beautiful. Alright, so we want to be triangle. Let's try some different colors. Generally speaking, when you're still guessing, you want to try and, like, guess along where the most chances. Like, here we only have a 1 and 4. Here we have a 2 and 4. I still whiffed it. It's fine. Oi, oi, oi. Nice. Yeah, the problem with whiffing it for more data is we have a limited number of tries. This is the amount of mud we have, and if you run out of mud, you can no longer shoot on Mudball Wall. So, yeah, that's not so much a problem in lower difficulties, but in higher difficulties, the more you whiff, it definitely gets a problem. The patterns get more difficult, and you have fewer tries to figure it out. I like this one a lot. Again, I like logic puzzles. I love me my Sudoku. And the final one.
You've done quite well.
Alright, well, I've made it back. I love P-Cross. I really like P-Cross. A lot. Alright, so yes, our old ones are up
Again,
here.
You brave the challenges of the
Okay,
trip.
how about I
Beware
swap...
the new dangers of the mountains of despair.
Down. Okay, that way I have... Actually, still have an odd number. I'm cutting down the number of weird ones if I do this. I might want to even, like, go further. I want to take a interesting question. I can take this one. A weird number of reds again now. It's hard to tell what would be better one. I have the even number of reds and even number of greens. Even with these weird noses, it shouldn't be. It should be easier to get through the puzzle, I think. Although I'm like doing myself to higher difficulty on this one. Maybe this group is just so screwed. Come on, let's ooh. Ooh. Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's move on. I'm not planning on continuing to stream this.
Throughout these gloomy mountains,
Honestly, it might even be easier if it's a higher level difficulty to get through it.
are everywhere.
There's a lot of entertainment clickables. Alright, so that is Ponytail. Start throwing people on the bonfire before we begin.
Hip hip, zombie!
I want to get another lot through! Come on, guys. Don't give me an impossible puzzle this time.
Use the crystal.
I don't actually need to change the reflections yet. But I always put the crystal in first because I've put a zombie on here and not put the crystal in by accident before, and it, not fun times. Mostly because, like, I misclicked the mirror. one through. There's a reason later on why you don't want your Zoombinis to be too random in this one either. When the puzzle gets harder, you actually end up sending 2 through at a time. And it was much easier when you had duplicates, but you could send 3 at the same time, but you can't anymore. I think the thing about this one is that it just takes a while. Like, it's not terribly interesting on this difficulty, and you have to, like, you know, flip that switch every time and do it 1 at a time for 60. It's just kind of long. It gets better on the higher difficulty. Yeah, now that I have everyone with red noses, I can eliminate everything that isn't a red nose, which makes finding the mirror much easier. Hey, red nose day is coming. Damn. Red nose day. Think about that much now that I'm in the US. Alright, 2 remaining, let's go. Gotta get through this bubble puzzle, goddammit. It makes such noises.
Search first for traps. So easy.
I tried to get this one correct, and you guys just decided no. Alright, so wheels and propellers. Before that, we have to send every one of you guys over there. It's just 5. Okay, so this is like much easier because we have several that can go either way. Like this way we just need a not wheel, and this way we just need a not propeller. So this is much easier. I don't know why it didn't give me something like this last time as well. Here, I'm just gonna get all the wheels and the propellers through, and then it doesn't matter. Then I can just put them all in like 1 at a time. It don't matter. If it's not a wheel, it doesn't get putted over them, and it's there if it's not a propeller. Fine. Alright, now I have to actually watch the timing. Fine. There's really no reason for the game to give me that unwinnable puzzle, and I'm not sure why it did. I feel like the bubble one is what is most prone to being accidentally unwinnable. Like, as well as being, like, quite hard to puzzle out, I think sometimes it does just fuck it up, and it just gives you a one that you just cannot rescue everyone. The logic for it is quite difficult. Because you can have some really weird combinations of everything. Especially if you go totally random like I did. Yeah, it's a big shame because it's the last puzzle, yeah. I mean, I think about it when I was a kid, I was like, did the original version of the game also have this problem? And it's like, probably, but also when I was a kid, I sometimes just, oh, I haven't actually not to see him. I have to actually send him this way. Yeah, this should be fine. The good thing I noticed him, I did not see that tufty hair one over there. I have to send him the left way. But now it's fine. Now I can send them every which way. I just have to make sure I get the timing right. But yeah, it's like, were there impossible ones? Or did I just think they were impossible because I was a kid and didn't know how to solve the logic? And both of those things could very well be true. Because there are definitely ones where, like, the logic was just beyond kid us. And we'd actually, if we saw certain setups that we thought we couldn't win, we would just reset and, like, do the other two puzzles again until we got a setup that we actually knew how to figure out. Alright, now I just have to wait for this last one to come around, and then we're good. Yeah, it really did not have to give me the red and yellow nose like it did there and screw me. It was... Alright, almost ready to go. And then I'll probably try and take that last group through again and show this level of puzzles on the next difficulty. And then I'll probably end there. I feel like that was pretty good. Got through a bit over 2 hours, we cool?
You've done quite well.
Oh, I didn't do very well. I did quite well. Not exceptionally well, just quite well this time. Alright, so, yep, we got that achievement now, and now we should have a swimming pool, which was the, Brave Blustery Bridges, outsmarted Onyx Stone-Faced Crew, and won over, Willamane, I don't know if I totally butchered that, don't worry about it. The Pizza Eating Troll on Oh So Hard. See lots more, little houses. Let's bring out some houses now. Alright, let's see if now that I have made my noses a bit more even, if I can get these lads through the next difficulty set. They may be a little too random. This is why I tend to go for 4 of a feature, like 4 of an eye, or 4 of a feet, or 4 of a hair, or whatever. So I don't end up with, like, totally random, which can make a lot of the puzzle, like, just that much harder. Yeah, make that fire.
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange
I like the
carvings
music in this game.
left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
Yeah, we had the world record holder with the speedruns in earlier. It was pretty cool. Alright, so here is where the first step of difficulty is. The line is no longer showing all of the order. I think that's all the difficulty is. I don't believe it's like 2 different kinds of things yet. So we know that this hair, and then what comes before this hair. Okay, not that hair. That's interesting. It must be after this. Oh, hello. Yeah, okay, so the ponytail is at the start. I don't have any of. Oh, then it's this hair. Yeah, put it at the end. I wonder if it always puts it at the end, because it did last time. I wonder if that's how it works. It's at one end of the group. You kind of have to figure out what the order is now.
Trusted guide.
Like, later on, there's, like, a main and a subgroup.
Use the crystal filters to change.
Okay, so
the
we might
Zoombinis'
finally have filters now.
reflection.
We'll see if it starts
will give them
breaking.
crystal slamming protection.
I think the first level is that we now get filters, but we still go through one at a time, I think. Oh, and these filters are set, yes. So in harder difficulties, you get to choose the filters. On this difficulty, you don't. So what happens is, here we'll end with these eyes, but this here, nose, and feet, which matches that. So now we just need the correct pair of eyes. That'll match. So this is where the puzzle gets more interesting, and eventually we have to do it with 2 Zoombinis at once, which is absolutely where it gets wild. Alright, so I need this kind of hair. Could do that, and then if I have that, that should be right hair, right eyes, right nose, right feet. Yeah, oh yeah, it's free on easy, but yeah, when it gets harder, like I said, eventually you'll get to choose these filters. So there'll be a bunch of filters. This will be set, and then you'll get the filters to put in to try and make the image match. And that is a lot of fun. Alright, so we can put that in this eye, and then we need that eye and feet. Yeah, it's an actual puzzle now. This is not the hardest version of this. The hardest version of this is where you have to do 2 of them at once and use your own filters. So like, you know how there are 2 carts here? You have to put 2 Zoombinis down and match them. There'll be 2, like, sometimes the same, sometimes different, depending on how it matches. So then you have to match 2 of them with choosing your own filters. It gets wild. It gets very fun now. Alright, that one, and then it's that eye and yep. Get 2 at once when you don't have pairs anymore. So rough. Alright, I need blue nose, so that's the only blue nose, so then I have to be this eye. This puzzle also on this version of the game gets really glitchy. When you put these mirror filters down, you can only put 3 in. Sometimes they get stuck. Which is a huge problem. Yes, the newer version. It'll be the newer version because I got an unwinnable version of the bubble puzzle. Bubble puzzle. I can't words. So yeah, I got that happening to me. We'll see if it happens to me again. On this one, it doesn't matter who I put in. I can put in anyone. Who cares? Oh, only both are unwinnable. Yes, but this one is very glitchy on this version of the game. Very, very glitchy. On higher difficulties, which sucks because the higher difficulties are harder. Alright, what have I... Now I need the hair and the eyes to match. This one's also a little more freeform because of it. Like, often you have more than one answer early on. Later on, it tends to be, like, only one answer. I need 2, because it doesn't actually change these until you... Yeah, the mirror is extremely bugged. Rather unfortunate. Just because it's so long. Not as long in higher difficulties, but it's harder. Alright. Okay, I only have springs. Spring. You cannot load up more than 1 at a time on this version. Later on we'll load up 2, but right now we can only load up 1. Alright, here it's just nose color, so that's fine. why it is low. Oh, still the same. Alright. Guess I could do more than 2. Right, that has to be ... dots, otherwise it doesn't matter, but this has to be these 2 lads. It gets even more fucky later because right now these are static. You can actually get ones that depend on what you put here. I don't think we'll get to see it, but it's really wild, those ones. Essentially, they cycle. So if I put like a cycling one in front of this specs, it would be like shades, and then if I put something else in there, it would cycle to the next one. This puzzle gets extremely wild. Well, it can only be one, so this has to be purple nose spring. All right. Yeah, the narrator also doesn't be like, well done on this puzzle for some reason. I feel like he did originally. This puzzle just seems buggy. Alright, so Bubble Wonder Abyss is gonna get harder. Here we go. Alright, colored switches. So, these white ones still work the same. When you go over them, you flip them, but these red switches, these different colored switches actually correspond to, this switch. When you hit this switch, this will flip. Things are much more complicated now. So when that's up... Okay, so if I'm not specs, when this is up, they'll go into the abyss. So at some point, but if I switch it and then I'm specs, I'll go into the abyss. Well, I have to send all specs through, but what will happen is if there's specs with red eye, with a red nose, they'll hit the switch. So with a purple nose, right now they'll die. Yellow nose will hit the purple switch. Those are currently the glasses. So yeah, it's a good idea to start separating them out. So if I send the yellow nose first, this will switch, and then the purple nose will get through, and then if I send the red nose, that'll flip it to here. And then things get interesting. Alright. And after that, they'll go to the right here, and without this, they will go here. If they go down with these eyes, further. That stage where it's like, oh god, do I have enough on both sides? They're giving me an unwinnable puzzle again, I will... Shit, have they done it to me again? Oh, bloody hell, they totally have. I have 7 of these, and 6 of these, and it's the wrong way around. Because again, I need to flip the switch. It's done it to me again! It's given me an unwinnable set again. That's rough. That's really annoying. I really shouldn't have. It would be so easy for it not to give me an unwinnable set here. I don't know why it has. Well, yeah, but the red noses guy has to flip the red switch. We actually can't go whichever. Yeah, there's a conditional in the wrong place for sure that has fucked me in this puzzle. Because, like, I have one too many blushy eyes. It should be the other way around. I need 6 blushy eyes and 7 of everything else in order to flip this switch correctly. this. If I do this correctly, showing how these switches work. I flip this switch. Now this guy can get through without dying. And when I send this guy, he'll hit the red switch, which it supposedly allows everyone else to get through, but the game has just decided that I don't get to play. So yeah, I have to send, these. Doesn't matter which way these guys go, but because I have so many of these, like, they go the other way. But yeah, you can see I have, not enough activators and too many, lads that need to go through. I need to be careful because they do go the right way, so the same way, at least. I'm gonna end up with one blushy eye, like, left over. I was really hoping it wouldn't do this to me in the exact same way again. How did it manage to do that to me? Well, we're not gonna get the trophy for, this one. It would be totally fine if it was the other way around. I don't know how they managed to fuck this up in this remake. But yeah, you can see that, like, I now have 2 of these left over, and they're gonna die. This is like a little help thing. Leave them! Alright, well that's kind of an annoying note to end stream on, but overall, I had fun. I enjoy this game. Apart from, like, this segment of it is the most bugged part of the remake. Alright, I might try and get those lads again across off stream. But, I'm not, like, streaming this game properly. This isn't gonna be my next Wednesday game. I just really couldn't figure out what I wanted to play, and I saw Zoombinis, was like, yeah, I could play some Zoombinis. Fuck it. So tomorrow, oh yeah, we picked our game for tomorrow. Tomorrow our next grab by game is, Yoshi's Island. We're gonna be playing, I think it's Yoshi's Island. So Victor will, I guess, sort of technically go back to that game. So yeah, join us tomorrow evening for Yoshi's Island and something else next week. Yeah, alright, bye everyone.